John so much that I had a pair of glasses just like his,
Right.
and used to wear his trademark, which I don't know, you shouldn't really do that, but it worked for me too, and it was just a tribute to Elton.
Well,
But
didn't
sometimes
you actually,
you'd see those white glasses in a shot sometimes.
didn't you actually have a pair of glasses that were made by the same manufacturer as him?
Well, yes, again, a long story, but when I started mentioning Don Kirshner, I did a TV pilot and, in fact, a summer series for him. And that's why I started doing an impression of him that I used to do on Saturday Night Live when I came back to that show. But while in Hollywood doing this crazy sitcom, kind of a monkeys thing, a show about a band, they said, well, you need some flashy glasses for the musical number at the end. Let's go down, on Sunset where Elton gets his glasses, and the place was called Optique Boutique.
Okay.
The year 1977. And the woman actually said, I've got Elton's next pair. Would you like to see them? Oh, of course. And she brought out those iconic square ones with lenses this thick,
Okay.
his lenses. And I said, I'll take a pair of those. And it was that simple. I'm not proud of it. It was his, I don't know what you could liken it to, but
Well, but he was doing Liberace. Everybody borrows from everybody, right?
thanks for putting it that way. It's true.
Yeah.
It's actually true. But what a musician he is. Underrated.
Oh,
'Cause
unbelievable. He's a great piano. That's what Billy Joel said. He said the one thing people don't realize is how great a piano player Elton John actually is.
Yeah, he sure is.
And he loves to
so
play.
advanced, and he was into gospel rock and gospel real early, late 60s, 60, when that first record came out. May not have been his actual first, but the one with Your Song.
Yeah.
I mean, he was playing his ass off in a gospel kind of frame of mind that nobody else was doing. Maybe Leon Russell, and he does cite Leon as a big influence.
Do you remember Doug Edwards? You're familiar with the name? He's the guy that wrote Wildflower for Skylark. David Foster's
I know
first
the
band?
song. I know the song.
Yeah, a
very
beautiful
well.
song. Yeah.
And I don't know who Doug Edwards is. Was he in the band?
Yes, he was the bass player that wrote it. Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually him and a police officer from Victoria here who wrote the lyrics. And he gave the lyrics to Doug. Doug wrote the music, presented to the band. David Foster's first big production, and it's gone on. It still gets airplay. One of those classic songs. Amazing. But anyway, Doug Edwards was at the Troubadour when Elton played. He said it was the best rock trio he's ever seen in his life. He couldn't believe how good it was. That was before they had a guitar player.
I'm sure it was. I mean, history. I was listening, just coincidentally, I guess maybe there was an anniversary of that album or the live album that they cut at the studio in New York after that. But it was their act, just the three of them. And yeah, they're just playing, with all the youthful energy where you got 250% to give, and they're giving it. And they're singing, the keys are in the stratosphere. They're so young and singing so high.
Yeah,
all of them. The background vocals too, they were high.
Yeah,
even
no
higher.
kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing Elton John talking about, because he was such a Leon Russell fan. And of course, there he is at the Troubadour doing his big debut in Hollywood, and he looks out in the crowd and there's Leon Russell. And he didn't know what to do. He was just in shock. And it'd be like me playing in a club, because the Troubadour is so tiny,
Yeah.
And I'd be like me playing in a small club and seeing Paul McCartney in front of me or something. I don't know how I'd open my mouth,
I know it is amazing that he got to do that.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I don't know. I've had some surreal moment, just kind of getting taken back to getting to play, and Ray Charles is right in the room,
No kidding.
Way back when he hosted SNL. Ray Charles hosted SNL in the 70s.
Yeah.
And the house band played with him on a couple of numbers, and he really, somehow I was in the position of having to play soul organ licks behind Ray Charles, and I was scared to death,
Oh, wow.
And he stopped the whole band, and he said, "Organ." He called me organ, and he said, "Play it with some soul." And I'm saying, "Oh my God, what?" Somehow I got through that, and he, by the end of it, he was nice to me. But man, imagine that, being put on that kind of spot.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Check out our other vignettes and full episodes from a wide variety of guests for more great content. Please like, share, and subscribe, and become a member at SocialNRGPresents.com to access premium content and earn valuable energy points just for watching.